Fatg Game On 99.3 Nigeria in a beautiful Tuesday night in the city of Lagos. And I'm sure it's pretty much the same wherever you're listening to the broadcast from. This is the voice of Samuel Victor Akma for Femi and the Gang on Nigeria's auspices, on the auspices of Nigeria's finest for news, talk, and sport. Without wasting any more time, let's get right into it because live football is up next in a couple of minutes. About an hour time, an hour, 15 minutes. I said we have a guest, a big guest in the studio. David is alongside me on the show. And I did tell you if you can guess who that person is. Well, I'm not going to waste time because we've spent time on ads. Let's get right into it today. By way of an introduction, she is 26 years of age and she is a Nigerian professional footballer who plays as a forward for NWSL side Racing Louisville internationally, and she represents Nigeria's women's national team, talking about the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Yes, she represented Nigeria at the 2014 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup and the 2014 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. And she did make debut on the 8th of April 2019 in a 1-2 loss to Canada. And on the 18th June 2023, she was included in the 23-man Nigeria playing squad for the FIFA Women's World Cup, which Spain won, defeating England in the final. And it is my pleasure, Lagos, Nigeria, and beyond, to say hello, welcome, and a very, very good evening to Uchenna Kanu, a wonderful Super Falcon who's here in the studio. Uchenna, I must say it is a pleasure to have you in our studio here. Welcome to 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Thank you so much, Akman. It's a pleasure to be here this evening, and I really appreciate the opportunity to be here and, chill with the Lagosians.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. So, good evening, Lagosians. Let's talk.
Yeah, we certainly are talking. And David, you should know your job. You should herald the arrival of a very big
I need
guest
that
in the
shake.
studio.
I'm looking for it. I don't know.
They're more to get to the United States of America. But
Actually, we have it here.
found
Redo that introduction again.
Lagos, Nigeria, up in arms. Raise your glasses.
Okay, good.
As we welcome Uchenna Kanu again to the studios of 99.3 Nigeria Info. Yeah.
Hello,
Is that
Lagosians.
good enough for you?
Yeah, good enough. Good
Because
enough.
I've done this in like 14 times.
Let's get right into it because we have limited time. Uche, you, like I did read in that introduction, made your debut back then. And of course, it's been a long time. If you were to say your career as a footballer, if you were to describe it in one word, and of course, tell us how has that journey been so far for you?
It's been an incredible journey, actually. It's been, hell of a ride. I started back home in Abia State.
Mm-hmm.
Went to school at Southeastern University in Lakeland, Florida,
Okay.
USA. And before that, the U17 and the U20 Women's World Cup in 2014. That's where I started and getting all these international attractions.
Yeah.
And that's how I started playing, internationally, basically. So, it's been a great journey. It's been a hell of an experience and, building relationships with people and friendships and just making friends and different cultures, diversities and things like that. It's been exciting. Even though it was tough in the beginning, and
It always is.
It always is. That's what I was about to say. But it's been great, and I'm really, really thankful for the opportunity to be who I am today and to be able to inspire a lot of kids out there, especially women. And I'm super, super grateful for that. So it's been
Interesting. We're going to talk about that when you mention inspiration on a different level. We know you've got this foundation thing you're here also to promote and tell people all about. But before we get there, you've talked about, experiencing different cultures, traveling the world, playing football. What would you say has been the most memorable experience? If there's one experience you've had to go through that you would never forget, be it good or bad, what would you say that experience is?
I think it would be just getting out of college in 2020, January,
Okay.
signing my first contract to play in Spain, Sevilla. it was the COVID year, and it was
very
really
tough.
Yeah, it was really tough for me. Getting out of college, getting too excited to jump on my profession.
Yeah.
And it just got it got shortened because of the COVID.
The COVID experience.
Yeah, I had just played like 3, I think, or 4 games, and that's
Wow.
how I ended the season in Sevilla. I was in quarantine
Yeah, for a long period.
for a few months, and then it wasn't that great
Wasn't
of
pretty.
experience here, but overall I'm still thankful that we're here now.
Sure.
Football continues and everything is back almost to normal, but yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely beautiful. By the way, guys, don't forget we're live on Facebook and, of course, on YouTube. So go to Nigeria Info handles on YouTube. It is Nigeria Info FM. And, of course, on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3. To not see my face, I'm not the one you want to see. It's Uchenna Kanu who's here. All of the attention is on her, and you can see her. You scored not too long ago. The last game we played for the Super Falcons of Nigeria, the 5-1 aggregate win over Ethiopia, where we scaled through to the next round, where we'll be facing the might of Cameroon. When you look at the performance of the Super Eagles after the World Cup, many say Super Falcons. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Super Falcons after the World Cup. Do you think yes, we are on the right track in terms of progression from the experience we had at the World Cup, where we got to the quarterfinal, a great experience, and the teams we took on and won, and of course getting to the next round. Zeta is about to interrupt me, but I just want to ask you the experience. Do you think we are still on the right path of progression? You'd answer that question after the break. This is still Game On 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's go on a break. We will be right back. Uchenna Kanu is still in the studio with us.
Make your payments contactless with MasterCard. You can tap, scan, or pay by link. No more fumbling through your wallet or queuing for cash. Whether it's for your local market run or a much-needed saloon visit, you can save on time with these easy ways of instant payments. Because it's more than just paying. It's allowing yourself to live every moment to the fullest with ease. MasterCard is widely accepted in Nigeria with contactless payments. The safe and convenient way to pay. Priceless.
My skin is my identity, my strength. It's unique and deserves care made specially for me. The new Nivea Radiant and Beauty Even Glow Body Lotion, enriched with 95% pure vitamin C and pearl extract for visibly radiant and even skin tone in just 2 weeks. New Nivea Radiant and Beauty, for your shade of beautiful.
Hey there, folks! The holiday season is here, and you know what that means.
It's time to treat yourself with Xiaomi's incredible end-year promotion.
Get ready for a shopping extravaganza from the 30th of October to the 31st of December 2023.
We've got amazing discounts on your incredible Redmi Note 12 series, Redmi 12C, Redmi 12, and the latest Xiaomi 13T.
But that's not all. When you shop with Xiaomi during this festive season, you stand a chance to win cash prizes.
You could win a whopping 6 million naira in cash.
But wait, there is more.
What's more?
You get 20% discount off all Xiaomi products, plus exciting prizes like Xiaomi TV, Xiaomi luggage, and more instant gifts during this special promotion. It's a deal you don't want to miss.
With the Ember season coming, now is the perfect time to treat yourself.
So, make your wish list. Head over to your nearest Xiaomi authorized store or visit Xiaomi on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter now. Xiaomi, making every season merry and bright.
Zara Global Markets is thrilled to announce the official launch of our brand new home in Lagos. This is in line with the company's vision of bringing global financial opportunities to your doorstep. The event will be an avenue to learn more about Zara Global Markets and a great platform for networking with like minds in the trade and financial sector. This is one event you don't want to miss. Date is Saturday, November 11, 2023. Time 11 a.m. Venue, second floor, the Alpha Plaza, Central Business District, Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos. For
seat reservation, simply text Zara to 0901 698 7050. That's 0901 698 7050. If you're outside Lagos, send the same message for a special invite. Mark your calendar for the launch of Zara Global Markets Lagos office as we get set to welcome you to a world of limitless opportunities in the financial markets.
In a world so vast, with many moving pieces, tune into Borderlines, where I will be in conversation with special guests from across the globe. We'll unpack the truth from the propaganda, distinguish facts from perception with a clear, sharp mind. I'm your host, Ireti Bakari Yusuf. Join me on my new show, Borderlines, and let's travel the world together on topical issues of the day. Every Friday at 4 p.m. on Nigeria Info 99.3, the #1 radio station.
Jerry, where are you rushing to?
Don't tell me you don't heard.
Heard what?
But this same planet we did.
Oh, yeah, gist me, Jerry.
Black Friday just got excitingly black.
How now?
Samsung is giving massive discount of 150k on Z Fold 5, 50k on the A34 devices, and 20k discount on the A14 and A14 5G.
When is this Black Friday sale starting?
The Black Friday sales runs from the 6th of November till the 3rd of December 2023. What are you waiting for? Dash into any Samsung store and enjoy the goodness of Black Friday.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your #1 station for talk. Let's talk.
The best of talk.
Hi, my name is Tony Payne,
Station for talk.
player of the Super Falcons and Sevilla FC. You keep listening to Femi The Gang on 99.3 Nigeria
The
Info
problem we
FM.
have in Lagos is a sense of entitlement to things of the state by certain individuals who believe that whether you like it or not, it belongs to them and their family.
Your #1 station for talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's Game On.
Yes, we are back 8 p.m. right on the DOT, and we've still got Uchenna, Kanu, the Super Falcon forward in the studio with me, and of course David. And she's not the only one in the studio. Shout out to the other. She came with a crew, and we love to see them as well. She's got her. Let me turn on the mic so he can introduce himself as well.
Yeah, I'm Olamide, her manager.
Her manager, Olamide. Okay, and of course,
Mr. Charles Philip.
Mr. Charles Philip.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a bit of the other guys she's got alongside her. Before the break, Uchenna, I was asking you about what you feel is a progression from the FIFA Women's World Cup following that game against Ethiopia. Do you think the Super Falcons, of course, are on the right track to getting to Paris in 2024? We know they've missed out on the last edition and, of course, previous editions. But after that great World Cup you guys had in Australia and New Zealand, do you think, yes, the form is going to transcend into the qualifiers and the Super Falcons are going to make it to Paris in 2024?
I mean, I think the first game in Ethiopia,
Yeah.
it wasn't, we were not our best, and I believe there's always room for improvement. And playing the second leg in Abuja, and I can tell you that the girls are ready. It was just due to one or two factors that made us not play that well in Ethiopia. Coming back home, it felt like home, obviously, and we were able to do our best, and of course get the points and the goals as well. And of course the team is ready. Like I said, we're always
ready to play.
Yeah, always ready, and there's room for improvements. There's a lot to work on, and just judging from right now where we are, I think the girls will be in France.
Hopefully they do get through. And I was just going to ask, this is just me thinking when you mentioned Abuja, playing in Abuja. Lagos, as Lagosians that we always think Lagos should be the home for the Super Eagles and Super Falcons of Nigeria. You played in Abuja. That day I actually criticized the journalist who was there and saying, Abuja fans don't turn up for games. If you were to choose, if it came down to you playing in Lagos or playing at Abuja, which would you take?
That's a tough question because
have you played in Lagos?
Yes,
have you played a game in Lagos?
Course.
Okay.
I think I love both fans, but I still feel like just a little bit Lagos who
because of the
better,
crowd,
because
right?
of the crowd, and because we need that. We need to
the support.
Yeah, we need the support from everyone, every angle that we can get. We need all the support. So if you can get more numbers in Lagos, why
Pretty
not?
good.
And of course, we're not taking any credit off the Abuja fans.
Yeah,
And I
of
think
course, they're
doing well
brilliant.
too. And I was surprised at the numbers that we got on that day, and it was pretty amazing to see those guys come out to cheer us on. And kudos to them, kudos to Lagos
Absolutely.
fans as well. So, yeah.
Okay, you've broken records. I mean, while we're on the break, you were telling us about some of those records, and it's absolutely, David, incredible. I don't think we've ever heard of a player, a male player for that, 159 goals in a 3.5 year or 4 seasons.
I'm actually reading the records. Yeah,
Please tell Lagos what it's all about.
Well, aside the 159 records, I mean, at the end of the 4-year stint, it turned out to be, but it was a record-breaking year where she scored 54 goals, and the team accumulated 132 points. I think this was in 2018. Yeah, this was in 2018. Your third year. It's absolutely staggering. I mean, a 2-time Sun Conference Player of the Year, 2-time NAIA All-American. You were in that list, and the 2018 United Soccer Coaches NAIA Player of the Year. This was inside only 3 years at the school. Amazing.
What is it like having this record set to your name? I mean, playing that amount of time. Did you ever think, oh, this is something I could achieve when you were, setting those records back in the, was that in the United States? Yeah.
Southwestern University. Yeah.
Back in the States.
Yeah.
Did you ever
Florida?
Did you ever think that you could do something that magnificent?
Actually, to be honest,
You're in the zone.
even though I always believed in myself, I couldn't, dream. I wouldn't have believed that I would break, such records and this number of goals. And it's amazing, and I'm super happy about that. I'm excited to do more. I wouldn't have
Dreamed that.
dreamed about it.
Playing okay, David.
Sam, this is
You're still flabbergasted by the record. But playing in the United States of America in what is regarded as an organized setting as compared to we can honestly say that we're not there yet, but we're getting there. Playing in the US and then looking at what is obtainable here in Nigeria. We know the problems befuddling league locally. I mean, where do you think we need to improve on, and what areas you think we need to improve to get us to closer to that prominent? You one who have obviously you've been there and you've also seen things alike in these parts.
I mean, I think it's important to touch on the publicity.
Okay, publicity.
Yes, and also just the player welfare in general, taking care of the players' needs, put them in a state where they don't think about anything else but football. And that's important to us as players. I'm talking, speaking for myself. And it's important that our mental health is stable, and we need to have that. We need to have those psychological environment, a psychological how do I'm looking for a word, sorry about
presence or an advantage of
some
sort.
Yeah, it's something like that. So it's like when we're playing and we have a lot of things to worry about when it comes to our welfare as footballers, it gives us a less advantage, when it comes to winning games, when it comes to putting in our best and performing at the highest level. So it's important to us to have those things situated and just in general take care of the team, and when it comes to management, when it comes to just in general play it. So I think we're getting there, like you said, and I'm hoping that we can get there as soon as we can, because obviously women's football is taking over the world now. It's important that we match up the pace as a continent, as a country, and important to not let our players, both young and old, dreams die. So yeah.
Okay, ladies, don't forget, guys, 0700 993 99393 014657990. Send your questions on WhatsApp 080 I'm going to do my best to take one or two before she leaves the studio, exits the studio. Live football. Of course, we're live streaming on our Facebook and, of course, on YouTube. Go there and be part of the conversation. David, we've got a message from our friends at Sket, important information that they would like the fans listening to the broadcast to get to know of. And don't forget, guys, there's still money to be given away on the show, courtesy of our friends at One Play. We will do that as well?
Well, actually, Skirt wants you to know that they can be a daily companion anywhere, anytime. You only need to show up, and Skirt is just there with you, like in your very front, looking at you. Whether it is the Skirt Red Brandy or the Skirt Cafe Rum, we are there with you all the way. When you aim, when you shoot, and when you definitely win, because you will win. You definitely will. Whatever your taste or vibe, MP Masterpiece Limited, makers of skirts, are here for your satisfaction. If you like it smooth, you like it strong, you like it jim, then definitely your Master's Choice drink, Skirt Blend Brandy, is right there for you. And if you love it uniquely blended and flavored, then the rich taste in alcohol that is contained in Skirt Cafe Rum is made with quality ingredients for you and is definitely there to serve you. Yes, emphasis on you. Alone or with friends, at home or in parties, plain or mixed, however you want it and for whatever the occasion, Skirt Blended Brandy and Skirt Cafe Rum will soothe your mood just right. You heard me right. It will soothe your mood just right. Your mood. I'm emphasizing it because you are the focus of everything we're doing here. Now, all Skirt brands are registered with NAFDAC and not for pregnant women or persons under the age of 18. Make sure you are going out there and requesting specifically either of Skirt Blended Brandy or Skirt Cafe Rum. Make sure you are doing this, but I hope you are doing this, you are drinking responsibly while you are doing this, because we want you to drink responsibly. That said, go out there, buy yourself Skirt and savor every moment with Skirt, because that is why they are here for you.
All right, so information you can use. I want to read a message on WhatsApp here. Earlier, which I did ask about, tell the fans to guess who you were. Someone says, good evening, guys. Your guest is Ange. Who wants to call me? Mobolaji from Mabuchi in Abuja. Unfortunately, you got that wrong. It's a very wonderful Uchenna Kanu in the studio. If you were to describe a goal that you absolutely love for its importance throughout your career, that you've scored one goal that means so much to you, I'm thinking you would say the goal you scored at the World Cup.
Well, actually, I have.
You've scored so many goals, so there's a lot to pick from.
I actually have another one.
Okay.
But, obviously, the World Cup goal meant so much. It means the world to me.
Yeah.
But I would say a goal that I scored in a WAFU tournament in 2019. So basically, it was a game against, I think, Ivory Coast in the semi-final.
Okay.
And so the goal was equalizer that helped us play penalty shootout that led to our victory that led to qualify to the final. And actually why it meant so much to me was it was my first time on the team, and I was coming from college, and scoring that goal and also scoring other goals in that tournament helped me to I believe make the World Cup roster. So just playing well in that tournament just
absolutely means a lot to you.
Play my first World Cup ever.
What was that experience like, playing at your first World Cup? I'm having these senior players in this side and you first time in the team. What was it like?
It was actually, I was a bit nervous because it's my first time. I know what to expect.
Yeah.
And, like you said, the senior players, everyone is there. But I had a couple of my friends on the team that made me, feel better.
A lot more comfortable.
Yeah, that made me feel better. So yeah, it was a great experience. I got minutes in the games
tournament.
Yeah, it was good, and I think it was just the breakthrough for me. So yeah, it was good experience.
Amazing, and I know you're looking forward to more World Cup tournaments to be part of. But before we go on to the phone lines, there's something very important that must be mentioned, which is the foundation. You've been through the system in Nigeria, and you're looking to give back to the system that produced you. Tell us a bit about that.
So basically, Uchenna Kanu Foundation is the main objective is to help the girls back home. I've been in my state. I've lived there, played there, and helping these girls, give them the platform to chase their dreams without looking at anything or being discouraged. It's just me encouraging them and me giving back to my community, and especially the girls. I've been through what they're going through right now.
Yeah.
So it's important to me. The least I can do is just do this for them. Use my foundation to create a path for them to chase their dreams and become the next professional athlete they dream of. So I think it's important to me, and it's important to them as well. And the most important thing is just giving them the platform to the opportunity to get scholarships to play in the US like I did. So I think if they can get that, it's good. It's a plus to them, it's a plus to myself, and of course they hire Abia State. So I think we're doing that, and I'm grateful to be in the position to do that for them. And we're looking forward to launching it in December 2019, official.
Okay.
In December, on the 9th of December.
Okay, the 9th of December.
Yes, 9th of December 2023. So
that's next month.
Yes, and we're going to launch it officially in Aba City at Enyimba Stadium.
Okay.
And we're, in the process of getting everything situated for that day. And also our website is Uchenna Kanu Foundation. If anyone wants
Uchenna Kanu Foundation.com.
Or you can just uchennakanu.com, then you would just navigate to the foundation as well. So uchennakanu.com, and we have platform there for donations. Anyone that wants to support what we're doing can kindly go to the website, check it out, see what we're doing, our goals, and priorities for girls, and everything about the foundation is going to completely go towards helping these girls and taking them off the streets and just giving them
my people, Sakman no go finish you. Opportunities have no go pass you by.
Giving away money on the show today, courtesy of our friends at 500 naira, and you could get to win more than 500 naira. You could get to win 40,000 naira. It's 60,000 today, 40,000 now, and 20,000 later. Uchenna, apologies. It's automatic. Zeta does what Zeta wants to do. But you will have to wrap up on the thought of the foundation on the 9th of December next month.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so if anyone wants to support the program or support what we're doing, just go to uchennakanu.com for donations and for any other support of any kind that you can render to the foundation. So December 9th is happening in Aba City, Enyimba Stadium. Yes. So
Interesting. Let me ask you, her manager. First off, what is it like being the manager of such a global superstar like Uchenna Kanu?
I mean, she's an amazing person. You know, her personality is great, and she's someone that wants to achieve a lot, even outside football. And that's why I decided to, back her, like push her, to do these things that she's doing right now. So she's amazing, and I feel like I'm glad I'm opportune to be working with somebody this great, and
talented.
Yeah, this talented personality.
So tell us a bit more about the foundation. She's told us when it's happening, the day. I mean, for a young girl listening to the broadcast and saying, "Oh, this is an opportunity for me to also become the next Uchenna Kanu in the future." Tell us a bit more how they can be part of that.
What she's doing is very, very unique, especially in Nigeria of today.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, we need options. Now you have an option to study and play. It means that you'll be a graduate and have opportunity to play soccer professionally.
Yeah.
And this is unique because this has never happened in Nigeria. I mean, it's not rampant. It's happening, but it's not rampant. We just see them picking talent and going abroad to play and all of that. But then you have both options. So if one doesn't work for you, you have the opportunity probably to work. She has a first class in sports management herself because she went through that route. So everybody can be a part of this. You can go. You can donate. You can also support us. Follow us on our social media handles, Uchenna Kanu Foundation on all social media networks, and just support us in any way you can, because it's at least the least you can do to support this girl.
Such a very, very important cause. One thing I heard mentioned was what I can underline: the importance of education. So it's not just about being a footballer; it's also about being educated as well. I mean, that's something the girls have to take, if not anything. Is that a part of your foundation who's also looking into that aspect, like importance of education? Do I need to be educated to be, part of your foundation, or if I just have the talent, I feel like, oh, this is my ticket to stardom?
Actually, let's talk about like the scholarship part of it.
Okay.
So the scholarship part of it, you have to be willing to get education.
Okay.
There are some girls on the streets that want to go to school, but they don't have the opportunity to.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be educated to be a part of it. So basically, it's girls that are like in college. No, not in college. Actually, in high school, primary school.
Is there like an age range you're looking at?
Yeah, between 15 and 19.
15 and 19.
Yes, so we can give them the platform to have the opportunity to get education, and it's like scholarship opportunity. It depends on how good the player is. You can get full ride. That means everything is covered, both accommodation, food, medical insurance,
as well.
and
that's that's a big package.
Yeah, so that's what we want to do and how we want to help these girls achieve their dreams of becoming professional athletes. So yeah, you can be whatever you want to be. You can study whatever you want to study, and you can also go back to that after football. You don't play football forever.
Yeah, of
so
course.
I think
it's
important.
Limit.
That's when it's important to have a degree set aside for yourself to set you up for the future. And of course, not just having a degree, but to learning different things and different strategies, and just in general life skills, kind of. Opportunity to learn how to understand things. Some players that are not educated or not being able to or have the opportunity to learn different things, they don't know a lot of things. So you don't have to know everything, but at least stay out of your comfort zone or staying out of the environment that you've been in throughout your life. It's important to learn different things just to be who you want to be and do what you want to do and have different options when you retire.
Who's had the most influence? Coaches, managers? Who do you look up to, or who do you model your after? Who gives you the biggest inspiration?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ororo. What is it about Cristiano Ronaldo that just lets you? I mean, many would say, I know you have your preference, but I was going to ask you the question, Messi or Ronaldo, but apparently you're Team Ronaldo.
Well,
what is it about Ronaldo that gets you falling in love with it?
I think just watching him growing up, he's amazing. He scores a lot of goals, and I just thought like his step over skill is amazing, and I just think I like work hard to be like him, kind of, and I start learning how to do step overs when I'm training and things like that. So he just kind of like inspires me a lot, and especially all the goals that he scores.
Amazing, still breaking records.
Yeah, exactly. So like, he's just a great player and just a cool guy. Just watching what he does online and things like that.
Okay. So. Manager that's also, which is your favorite manager, or the one who's had the best impact, all the managers you played under?
I would say my coach in Mexico, Coach Carmelina.
Okay.
Moscato. So she's
sounds like you can speak Spanish.
Well, hell no. I wish.
But the way you said Carmelina.
But a little bit.
Okay.
Actually, I was taking Spanish, classes
while you were there.
I was in Mexico.
Okay.
But I know the basics, but I wouldn't say I speak Spanish, because if I said I can have like a long conversation.
Okay, you can have a conversation. But if someone says, give me one Spanish word.
¿Qué pasó?
Is that even a word?
Yes, it is.
What does it mean?
It means what's up.
Oh, ¿qué pasó?
¿Qué pasa? Actually, because I'm a female.
Pasa.
She's
so
female, yeah.
They're referring to a female.
Okay, interesting.
¿Qué pasó?
¿Qué pasa, mamacita?
They're referring to a male, yeah.
Okay, all right,
So-
interesting. Mourinho or Pep? Which are you?
Pep.
Pep.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't
Man U
like-
or Man City?
Manu.
Man U. You're a Manchester United supporter. Oh, you support Chelsea. Say Chelsea. Please say Chelsea.
I support myself, my team.
Well, outside of your team, which other club side?
Actually,
Who did you support growing
Real
up?
Madrid.
I think.
Real Madrid. Okay.
Elite.
One day dream of playing for the Madrid female team.
Yeah, for sure.
Or come to WSL. Come play for Emma. Oh, Emma's leaving. Come and play for Chelsea.
Actually, that's my dream place to play.
Play in England.
Yes.
You want to play in England?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the Bundesliga.
And what my critics. But for now, my dream is just to play. Yeah.
All right. Guys, well, let's take a break, courtesy of our friends at One Play. When we come back, we'll open up the phone lines and see if we can get one or two questions as we count down to the end of the broadcast. Borussia Dortmund still beating Newcastle by a goal nil in the Champions League.
Actually, they just scored. Julian Brandt
it's
made
now
it
2-0.
2-0.
Newcastle go Jabo. I was telling Uchenna Kanu that Newcastle go Jabo for this goal. But guys, let's go on a break. We will be right back.
My people, Sakman no go finish you. Opportunities have no go pass you by. This double One Play game we will play now. It no go pass you by.
Really good. Oh, yes, it's double season with OnePlay.ng. Play with 500 naira and win double on Nigeria Info FM Daily Winnings.
Hi guys, I'm Sharon Ray and I'm hanging out with Femi and the Gang. Nigeria Info.
All right, I got the opportunity to take one call. 0700 993 993. David, can we do that before the break? Hi, good evening.
Hi, Sam.
Hi, good evening. Where are you calling from?
Yeah,
Welcome. Fine, Joe. Thank you. Well, we've got very limited time. You want to say something to each other?
I know. I salute Uchenna Kanu, and I want to thank her for choosing Nigeria over any other.
Joe, are you there?
Hello?
Hello, Joe? All right, I think we lost the connection with Joe. Let's squeeze in another one very quickly, David. Hi, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening, Samuel.
Hi there, good evening to you.
Good evening, Uchenna, and every other person in the house.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is from Igwele.
Welcome, Friday. Quickly.
My sister, your voice look cool, but you play with so much ambition. But you look so gentle when you are talking.
That's expected.
Samuel, if you are asking me, I want to ask my own. Messi Ronaldo.
She's Team Ronaldo now.
You are Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be the best female player of all time.
Of course you will. All right. Yeah, Friday. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you indeed. We've got to go on another break. When we come back, we'll be wrapping things up and giving away money on the show. This is Game On 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are Femi and the Gang. Stick around, guys. We'll be right back in just a bit.
Fumbling through your wallet or queuing for cash. Whether it's for your local market run or a much-needed saloon visit, you can save time with these easy ways of instant payments. Because it's more just paying, it's allowing yourself live every moment to the fullest with ease. MasterCard is widely accepted in Nigeria with contactless payments, the safe and convenient way to pay. Priceless.
Hey, my people, how na day? We know the time store hard, but higher them will cool. Don't day for Nigeria them. What an reliable fridge, freezer, or any other appliances. So higher them will cool day for you. What an option with the last cacao. Higher them will cool day for you. What an appliance when they consume too much electricity. Higher them will cool day for you. And now, higher them will cool don't land with another promo. With them call we day for you. From the 15th of August, go reach 31st of March. If you buy anything for higher them will cool, they will summon you a woof on top. Hi! Free standing cooker, free microwave, the air fryer, free AC installation, even more woof day. For more to visit any authorized dealer or www.tamocool.com.ng. If you say begin enjoy your own woof. Terms and conditions there too. Higher them cool, always there for you.
Bring me 2 bottles of Niger Cafe rum.
1 moment, please.
D1, my man, it's game time.
Players are walking onto the pitch. What's left?
Sir, here's your Niger Cafe rum. That rich, dark, bold, strong, real coffee tasting goodness.
Now it's
Game time.
taste and enjoy the difference in the new and improved Niger Cafe rum. Niger Cafe rum, crafted for the proud people.
The I Beg to Differ debate tournament is back. Secondary school students in Lagos will file out in the I Beg to Differ school debate tournament to test who deserves the crown. Head to head.
You also mentioned that traditional rulers are symbols near to God power. This is not correct.
Some hoodlums have respect for their traditional rulers. This is even more of a threat.
4 points.
Terrorism, which is a serious issue in academics, would only escalate rapidly.
How can erratic rainfalls, drought, flooding, help agriculture?
Greatest of rebuttals.
Every single speech made by politicians are being manipulated by the media.
Well, my report out is that all that one helps.
And the smoothest of closings. I Beg to Differ school debate tournament on Nigeria Info FM Lagos.
don't get sugar daddy?
Sugar daddy kwa. Na Salam family love plan, Joe.
Introducing the Sanlam Family Love Plan. Sanlam Family Love is a truly unique plan that ensures you give your departed loved ones a memorable farewell with love and dignity when the unthinkable happens. Speak to any of our financial advisors at a First Bank branch near you or simply visit www.sanlam.com.ng to get started.
But you know they tell me about this kind of thing now.
Sanlam. Live with confidence.
Now it's so vast with many moving pieces. Tune into Borderlines, where I will be in conversation with special guests from across the globe. We'll unpack the truth from the propaganda, distinguish facts from perception with a clear, sharp mind. I'm your host, Ireti Bakari Yusuf. Join me on my new show, Borderlines, and let's travel the world together on topical issues of the day. Every Friday at 4 p.m. on Nigeria Info 19.3, the #1 radio station.
Get in on the action with Betano, your exciting destination for thrilling sports betting. Enjoy an award-winning experience with amazing betting options, cash out, and missions, as well as other features. Join now and get a welcome bonus of up to 100,000 naira. Betano.ng. The game starts now.
Welcome, Daddy. What would you like to have?
Give me afang and the correct swallow.
How about Auntie? Egusi and the better swallow. You call my sister Menjeda and the correct swallow, right?
You know what's up. Golden Penny Semovita.
That's right. Golden Penny Semovita is my soup's first choice. Made with premium wheat and enriched with vitamins. It's a right combo for Nigerian soups. Golden Penny Semovita, my soup's first choice.
The I Beg to Differ debate tournament is back. Circuit school students in Lagos will fill out in the I Beg to Differ school debate tournament to test who deserves the crown. Head to head.
He also mentioned that traditional rulers are symbols near to God power. This is not correct.
Some people have respect for their traditional rulers. This is even with threats.
Point for point.
Terrorism, which is a serious issue in academics, wouldn't escalate rapidly.
How can erratic rainfalls, drought, and flooding help agriculture?
Greatest of rebuttals.
Every single speech made by politicians are already being manipulated by the media.
Well, my rebuttal to that is that all that one helps.
And the smoothest of closings. I Beg to Differ school debate tournament on Nigeria Info FM Lagos. Are you ready?
My people, I dey sleep oh. That's why.
Why?
Work no dey finish. Them fit dey talk say na lazy man dey sleep. E no follow. Them sef dey sleep oh. Try dey sleep. Work go still dey when you wake. Just sleep oh. On top hook mattress.
Even the hardest worker could use some good sleep. The kind you'll get on a mattress. Visit www.mocha.com or any of our retail outlets to experience all-round comfort for a good night's sleep. Mocha, adding comfort to life.
To cook correct food, they always give me joy. That's now why anytime they cook like this, I they always season them small cubes. Come add cooked vegetables inside. Ugu, tasheo, shombo, onion. No one know they put. Now you make my team them, they always enjoy my cooking.
I never will I want more.
Sama all your food with correct vegetables. Come season them with more cubes for that to get delicious taste. Today, chop bar.
Oh, lunch. Guys, I'm going for lunch. Please, put more stew. Nice meal. My chest.
Suffering from heartburn and indigestion? Try Just Eat. My recommendation for the past 26 years. Just Eat is a brand of aluminium and magnesium hydroxide and simethicone. Just Eat is available in suspension and tablets. Remedy for heartburn, indigestion, flatulence, and acidity.
Jested, now available in new packs. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please see your doctor. Read the leaflet inside.
Get the taste of that. Get kick from that. That undeniable. Dark and smooth like the Niger Spirit. Sweet with the coffee taste. With the right kick to ginger taste. Nights alone for chilling friends. Yours. You're the marrow. Niger Cafe Rum. It's the Niger Spirit for you. Niger Cafe Rum. The Niger Spirit for you. Niger Cafe Rum. Was made for you.
politicians are being manipulated by the media.
Well, my report out that all that one helps.
And the smoothest of closings. I beg to differ school debate tournament on Nigeria Info FM Lagos. Are you ready?
What do you expect from a cab?
I expect a diesel, courteous driver, and very professional.
I expect security, safety, and comfort.
I expect effective, friendly, and great attitude. It's here. HiRide app in Nigeria. HiRide Carbs. HiRide offers commission for drivers in Nigeria. Feel comfortable with maximum security anytime you ride with HiRide. Get rewarded points with each ride. Get cashback on card payment after every ride. Lots of incentives. You also have the option of fixed fare or fare estate. Download the app on App Store and Play Store.
HiRide.
HiRide.
HiRide. HiRide. Use your fare. Let's ride.
Vitamin A, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, vitamin...
Jason, why do you have so much bread slices?
Because I want to eat all the 7 vites in the golden penny spread.
No, Jason, that's not how it works. You get the 7 vitamins in every spread you make on the slice, no matter how little.
Golden Penny is fortified with 7 essential vitamin plant-based fats that gives you energy. Now available in a new sleek rectangular pack. Available in stores nationwide. Golden Penny spread. Spread the nourishment.
Aren't you just thankful for evolution? I throw my laundry into the washing machine and done. Order groceries from my bed and delivered. And now at breakfast, I can enjoy my pap in just one mix with the new Peak Milky. It's creamy and so easy to prepare.
Life evolves. Has pap. Enjoy the delicious 3-in-1 Peak Milky Pap at breakfast. High in protein with the nourishment you need to power on every day. Get yours today.
Reach for your peak.
It's summer season. Win fuel vouchers, shop vouchers, and airtime in the Hair Summer promo brought to you by Hair's Insurance Group. When you renew, buy any insurance plan from Hair's Insurance Group, get an instant gift and qualified in one of 25 fuel vouchers worth 100,000 naira each. Yes, that's right, a 100,000 naira fuel voucher. The Hair Subsidy promo is open from now until December 31st, 2023. To renew, buy a motor insurance plan. Chat with Prin on WhatsApp number 09 11 400 9420 or call 0700 44 7746. Terms and conditions apply. Approved by the FCCPC and NLRC.
What is a plate of jollof rice to the next level of goodness? Is it when it is cooked with no seasoning cubes for that sumptuous taste? Or when you serve it with correct Nigerian salad, cabbage, carrot, lettuce, and a bit of kidney beans?
It's both. Season your jollof with the rich taste of no cubes and serve with plenty of vegetables. So, go ahead and elevate your meals. Today, eat for good.
Oh no, not again.
It's human to feel pain. Ease the pain with
Izador for fast relief from pains and fever. Izador comes in easy swallow tablets for adults and suspension for children. Available in all Indian drug stores nationwide. Izador, ease the pain. If symptoms persist for 2 days, please see your doctor.
Bro, bring me 2 bottles of Niger Cafe rum.
One moment, please.
D1, my man, it's game time. Players are walking onto the pitch. What's left?
Sir, here's your Niger Cafe rum.
Oh. That rich, dark, bold, strong, real coffee tasting goodness.
Yup, now it's game time.
Taste and enjoy the difference in the new and improved Niger Cafe rum. Niger Cafe rum, crafted for the proud people.
Welcome aboard BetKing Aviator Flight. Win.
Yes, it's time to take flight into more fun. Pilot your way on Aviator with as little as 50 naira. Watch as your win rises by the second. And hit cash out button before it descends. There's so much fun on BetKing Aviator. Just bet on it. Visit betking.com and start playing Aviator and other exciting casino games.
That feeling, that's betting.
Babe, let's go grab a drink now.
Oh, this woman. Go alone now. I'm very tired.
You better come. I'm buying my favorite yogurt for myself.
Oh, shit. Let's go there.
I can bet you're also buying Nutri-Yo.
Before, Uncle, with its delicious, thick and creamy taste, I cannot resist my desire for Nutri-Yo.
Mr. Nutri-Yo. And I'm buying the strawberry flavor.
So you said like better thing? Me? I want the plain sweetened flavor, I beg.
I just knew it. The same flavor my baby brother loves. Just that his own is the kiddies pack.
Sure, boy. That's why it's my guy.
Nutri-Yo, my yogurt even Boy, available in 500, 400, and 125 ml. A quality product of Seaway.
The I beg to differ debate tournament is back. Secondary school students in Lagos will file out in the I beg to differ school debate tournament. Test who deserves the crown. Head to head.
You also mentioned that traditional rulers are symbols near to God power. This is not correct.
Good norms have respect for their traditional rulers. This even more of a threat.
Point 4 points.
Terrorism, which is a serious issue in academics, would only escalate rapidly.
How can erratic rainfalls, drought, and flooding help agriculture?
Greatest of rebuttals.
Every single speech made by politicians are already being manipulated by the media.
Well, my rebuttal to that is that one helps.
And the smoothest of closings. I beg to differ school debate tournament on Nigeria Info FM Lagos. Are you ready?
The Titus Win Big promo is here. You can win ₦1 million, a trip to Morocco, or any of the consolation prizes in the monthly draws. Simply buy Titus sardines, scratch the pedal to reveal a code, then dial *347*322#. Enter your code and send. That's all. Stop waiting. The more your entries, the more you stand a chance to win. Promo runs till the 30th of November 2023. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you a young, talented fashion designer with a passion for creativity? Show your team Wazobia spirit with your creativity and win big at the GG Cup Nigeria 2023 Football Outfits Design Contest. Simply design a football-winning outfit and big with a chance to win a cash prize 100,000 naira. We are looking for the freshest designs inspired by football and the power of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Here's how to participate. Design a football outfit football players would love, all in creative Team Wazobia colors. Don't forget to include SD16 in your design, representing peace, justice, and strong institutions. Your entries to styleme@wazobiafm.com and be sure to share them on social media with the hashtags Team Wazobia 2023, hashtag UNGW Cup 2023, and hashtag Take the Ball. Visit www.wazobiafm.com for more information, including color codes and other details. Don't miss this opportunity to make your mark in the world of fashion and football. Terms and conditions apply. GGW Cup Nigeria 2023, where passion meets purpose. Team Wazobia, playing for global goals.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Children of all ages, it's Game On.
All right, we're back, and this will be the final lap for us because live football is about to start. Full-time score: Newcastle have been beaten and could be on their way out of the Champions League. Barcelona, did they lose? Did they win?
They lost.
They lost by goal to nil. Stinker of an away for Barcelona as well.
And no, they've not really been bad away from home. They've not been bad at all. Like in all Champions League, this is the
A
first
team the size of Barcelona should not be losing to Shakhtar Donetsk. Uchenna, I mean, Barcelona should be winning every game.
It's a game of football. Anyone can win.
I like that.
That's a very
That's how a professional will say it. You see, it's 11 teams on the other side. And to be honest with you, Shakhtar have not been bad this season at all. I think they are, second or third in the group. This makes it 6 points for them. This is the second win on the trot. So it goes without saying. Barca can qualify in the next round of games because they would be needing just 1 point at this point. They have 9 points from 12 possible, 12 actually. So 1 point from the next one guarantees them qualification.
All right, wishing them the best of luck. Finally, Uche, to wrap up the broadcast, you did mention your dream, obviously, is to move at some point. You'd like to play in England in the WSL. I'm sure you also have personal aspirations outside of playing for a club in England. You want to become the next Aitana Bonmati one-day scoop Ballon d'Or for women as well?
Of course, who wouldn't want to?
If you were to pick becoming, I think I know what your answer is going to be, but winning the World Cup with the let me not say winning the World Cup, getting to the semi-final of the World Cup with Super Falcons, or winning the Ballon d'Or title, which would you rather take?
That's a tough
Getting to the semi-final with the Super Falcons, the World Cup, say the next World Cup, or you winning the Ballon d'Or title?
Me winning the Ballon d'Or title.
you would rather win the Ballon d'Or title.
Yes.
That's right. I would.
I mean, if you had said winning the World Cup,
Yeah,
then
of course.
we would
That's
go
why I
towards
reduced
that.
it and say, but it still is a feat because you become the first part of the first Super Falcons that will do that. The best we've had is the quarterfinal finish, so that's something better for you. So okay, winning the Ballon d'Or title. But let's look at this Ballon d'Or titles. Do you think the right awards went to the right persons? Do you think maybe Haaland should have won it ahead of Messi?
I mean, there's a lot of great players there. I don't even know who that won. There's a lot of talents, and they just. It is what it is,
But you play in with Louisville, Racing Louisville. That's how you say it. Racing, Spanish. Say Racing. Racing Louisville in the NWSL.
Yes.
You also have for teammates. Is she still there? The South African Glana.
Yes, Gatlana.
And of course the Brazilian Amy Borges.
Yes.
What's it like playing with those guys? They were at the World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. I mean, what's it like playing with them on a regular? These world-class superstars.
I mean,
you are a world-class superstar as well.
I mean, it's great just having fellow teammates from other countries to play with as international players.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, and I think it just gives me more
motivation.
more motivation, more room to settle in. Just knowing that I have people that are outside the United States that are playing on teams. So you just have to get in touch with them and get to know them, interact with more. They understand more because they're international players. So it's important that I'm surrounded by them, and they are super fantastic players. And I'm grateful that I'm on their team and we're teammates. So yeah.
Next 5 years for the Super Falcons, what do you think we can achieve? Yes, it's a talented bunch of players. This set of the Super Falcons, very talented. So what do you think they can achieve? Win the AFCON, WAFCON again. In your own opinion, what can they achieve? How far can they go?
I think with AFCON is being like a culture for the team, and it's like a tradition. And I think in the next 5 years, I think we could do more than that. Go outside Africa, and obviously in the World Cup, you see what happened, and all the African teams shocked the world. And Nigeria is one of them. So I think we will do great things in the future. Just seeing these girls working hard and best. Just performing at the highest level, and of course being professionals all over wherever they are. So it's important that we maintain the status and being Nigeria, Niger,
as the giant of Africa.
Yes,
that we are.
and maintaining that status, and just of course have fun doing it and representing well. So it's good.
Absolutely amazing. It has been a blast having you in the studio. So it's time just fly. I hope we can have you again soon on the broadcast. Hopefully, I was saying off season when we don't have live games, so we can not allow our Daisy to come into the studio and just go 5 hours, 6 hours and talk. Because I have a lot of questions I would like to ask. But on the final note, advice to the young girl, the young guy who's listening to the broadcast and obviously wants to be like you. What would you say to them?
Just don't, I know you've always heard that, and don't give up on your dreams.
Yeah.
Never give up on yourself. Believe in yourself. It's more than that. Just believe in who you are as a person outside whatever you're doing. Surround yourself by good people. I know it's never easy. It's never on a platter of gold for anyone.
Yeah, you have to work hard for it.
Exactly. So you have to put in the work. You have to be disciplined. Listen to your coaches, work harder than everybody else, your teammates, your colleagues. Just make sure you press harder than everybody else, wherever you find yourself. And of course, be prayerful. It's going to work out one day. It's never going to be easy, but trust me, it's going to be worth it in the end. Just keep doing what you're doing, being who you are. Don't let anyone tear you down. Don't let anyone put you down and, crush your dreams. Just keep being yourself and stay disciplined, and most importantly, stay humble and pray. It's going to work out in the end. So thank you guys so much for having me tonight.
Absolutely. You
Thanks
couldn't
for
have
listening.
said that any better, Uchenna. Lagos, Niger, I wish I could open up the phone lines, but unfortunately I cannot. And of course, all the messages on WhatsApp is there. You can also go back and watch the live stream on Facebook and YouTube and get to, relive the moment we've spent with Uchenna Kanu here in the studio. It's been an absolutely enlightening experience. By the way, Dave, we got winners from one play. You want to announce the last 4 digits of the phone numbers? 2 people winning 20,000 naira each tonight?
Indeed, we do. And I have numbers here in front of me. This number, 0816 537-1306. That is 0816-537-1306. You are the winner. I'll say it again.
Yeah.
I'll say it again. 0816-537-1306. Now the second person, 0803-894-1029. Take that again. 0803-894-1028.
All
Should
right.
I take it again?
No, it's
Are
not.
you sure?
Before village
Okay.
people will start calling the person. And one
You heard your number, you recognize your number,
So one
you're definitely the winner.
one
You
play
want
is gonna
20K.
call you. 20K each. One
20K
play is
each
gonna call
person.
you tonight or tomorrow morning and ask for your details and send your money. Adeze and Chuma have got 20,000 naira to give as well on the show today at halftime. So you want to listen to the broadcast. Live football up next. Milan against PSG, the big game. Man City against Young
Is it really a
Boys,
big game?
and of course Real Madrid against Sporting Braga. Am I saying the fixtures correct?
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. Oh, I beg your pardon. So more fixtures to come tonight. The action only just started right here on 99.3 Nigeria. Uchenna, again, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
All right. And hopefully we can also, I'd like to be somewhere 9th of December.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll also be supporting that. Right, Adeze, Michael? Yeah, now we'll travel, right?
Go to Abba.
This guy.
Sam, have you ever been to Abba?
No, I want to go to Abba. That's what I'm saying. I want to go
What
to
the Abba?
Yeah, I've always heard about
Like an Abba.
I've always heard about it. I would like to be there. Guys, the conversation doesn't stop. Live football up next right here. Game On done. Football Frenzy up next. Go to the website, Uchenna Kanu Foundation.com. I say that right?
UchennaKanu.com.
UchennaKanu.com. And then you can navigate there to the foundation where you
yes.
can make a pledge and all of that. It's absolutely laudable that she's giving back to the society. So for all of you there, you've got a reason, not an excuse. You've got a reason to make good on your dreams and aspirations. Adeza Michael is in the studio. Chuma is up next. David, thank you so much for being my right hand.
It has been a pleasure. I'm literally your right hand.
No, not
How
so much.
ironic.
Yeah, that right hand
Anyways,
that doesn't work.
The handle is DIDIBIGGS. Did I spell that right? My hand doesn't work well. God will judge you.
And that's where
DIDIBIGGS.
we should go. We should go.
And we are gone. We're gone.
All right. Good night, Lagos.
Yeah, thank you so much. The Champions League is up next right here on 99.3 Nigeria. In the info, your matchday commentary team of Chuma and Adeze are up next.